No one cares. I care. Last I checked, I'm not a freaking police officer. I'm not even a doctor. I can't put freaking egg whites under arrest. They don't care. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be showing you just how difficult it is to track macros and calories in the kitchen. By the end of the video, you'll understand that labels lie, that all cups are different, and that the only way to truly be accurate when measuring food is to use grams. So a bit of history for you. What exactly is a cup? Well, this is a cup, and you could have a cup of coffee, but how much is in a cup? In Canada, we decided that a cup is 8 ounces. Sounds pretty good. Well, how much is 8 ounces? Well, there's 28.35 grams in an ounce. Multiply that by 8, it comes to 227. Well, isn't that great? Only this cup from the United States says 236 on it. This cup says 240. This cup says 235. This one, it doesn't say anything. And this cup, well, it says a cup right here, and then a lot higher than that, it says 250. And the old Imperial UK cup was 284 mLs. This was used prior to 1970 for the most part. So as you can see, depending on the country you're in and depending on the style of cup you use, you could be eating more or less calories than you think. 2 people could be eating 1 cup of oatmeal, your friend's eating 320 calories, and you're eating 400 calories. So you can see just by saying, oh, I have 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of oatmeal, that doesn't say anything. How many grams did you eat? I had 1 cup of oatmeal. Well, is it this cup or this cup? Because literally, there's that much difference that you could be that far off in your measurements, okay? So be careful when measuring your food. If you're just using cups, a great chance you're going to be wrong. Now, compound this with labels that lie. Let's take this egg white, for example. I have egg whites all the time. I cook with it, I bake with it. Egg whites are very high in protein, low in calories. Great filling food. Eat it all the time. But how much protein is in egg whites? Well, let's see. 1/3 of a cup, 45 calories, 1 gram of carb, and 10 grams of protein. Well, let's check that. 10 grams of protein times 4 calories per gram, that makes 40 calories. 1 gram of carb times 4 calories per gram, that's 4 calories. 4 plus 40 is 44. Rounding it off to 45, great job, they did an amazing job. Only it says 1/3 of a cup is 100 grams. Okay, so let's examine this. It says 1/3 of a cup, 80. So 80 times 3 is 240, so that's pretty good. It's a 240 ml cup, okay? It says 1/3 of a cup is going to be 100 grams. All right, so let's try that. I'm gonna keep going till we're at 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Fantastic. Only it didn't fit in the freaking cup, and now I wasted and made a mess. I don't want to make a mess. So why did it say 100 when it's not 100? If it's 80, why does it say 100? So just so you know, egg whites are 96% as dense as water, and so 240 grams of egg whites would literally be 250 mLs, which is 1 metric cup. That's the standard that I use. So when I did the calories for the cookbook, I had to create an entirely new standard in order to add up the calories and be consistent. I looked up calories on the USDA and every different friggin' site, and they were different on every friggin' different site. Different countries said there's more or less calories in foods, depending on the country. Last I checked, food doesn't change in calories depending on the freaking country you live in. So why can't we all decide how many calories there are in certain foods? If you just Google on MyFitnessPal or whatever, it doesn't mean you're going to get the actual calories in the food you're eating. I have tables in the cookbook that say just how many grams you can eat for 100 calories of all the fruits and vegetables that you can think of. I made it to be easier for you because I know just how difficult it is to track calories. So if you go by this, according to this, 1/3 of a cup has 100 grams. Only it's actually 76. So why does it lie and say it's 100? Well, it probably looks a lot better to say there's 10 grams of protein per serving now, doesn't it? It looks better to exaggerate the protein and make it look like you're getting more protein than you actually are. What do other companies do? Well, Joseph Lavache, it says a half of a serving is 32 grams. So then a full serving is 64. So if you look at how many calories it says there's 120 per wrap. But I weighed them. Discovered there's 145 calories per wrap, not 120. They literally are lying to you. Why? Because by saying there's less calories, you're more likely to eat it because you're trying to diet and lose weight. Most people buying food, most people are trying to lose weight at some point or another. Most people are dieting are going to buy a product that has less calories than it's stated. So by lying to you, it's allowing them to make more money. So in my cookbook, I literally said there's 145 calories. So when I tracked the calories in the cookbook, I gave you the truth. How many calories are really in there? Not how many calories do you want to be in there. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You want to hear this wrap only has 120 calories. It's 145. They lie to you because it sells products. I am not going to lie to you. I'm not going to exaggerate and make false claims just so that you'll buy the book. Telling you the truth. Why are they allowed to do this? Nutrition labels are literally allowed to be off by 20%. They can do it on purpose. They can underreport calories by 20%. They can put more protein than there is, less protein. They can do whatever they want. Oh yeah, there's no calories. It's 0 calories. They round down if it's under 5. They make the serving size so small that they're allowed to round it down to 0. So when you eat your food, you think there's no calories in the food you're eating. They're lying to you and they're allowed to get away with it. Why can they get away with it? Because the police aren't freaking knocking down on Lavache Bread's door and knocking down the door for the Egg White House and saying, you're under arrest for saying there's 10 grams of protein in a third of a cup and saying it's 100 grams. No one cares. I care. Last I checked, I'm not a freaking police officer. I'm not even a doctor. I can't put freaking egg whites under arrest. They don't care. I care. This is the point. That's why I'm making this video, so that you understand just how hard it is to track calories, track macros, and to find out if you're in a calorie deficit. Seco, I'm wearing the shirt. Calories in, calories out. If you are not losing weight, it's because you're not eating any deficit. There is no other way to lose weight. You need to be in a calorie deficit. You can track all the calories you want and say, no, I didn't lose weight. I tried that calories in out thing and it didn't work. It didn't work because you didn't track it right, and it's not your fault. I don't blame you. How would you know? The labels are lying to you. They're saying there's 120 calories when it's 145. They're saying a third of a cup is 100 grams when it's 76. It's not your fault. That is one of the things the cookbook does for you. I track the calories for you because I know it's just too hard to do. Do you know how much work that takes? It takes so much work. Why do you think I work 100 hours a week? I'm always doing things. Oh, you think I just make videos and scream and shout and say you're natty or not? Do so much more, and more than you will ever think, more than you will ever know. Okay? Hopefully you learned from this video. If you want more videos like this, educational videos on food, please write so in the comments. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFB Pro. Blooping up 2 videos. Watch the friggin' first one, then the bottom. Then go subscribe to my newsletter. Get 5 free recipes and submit your photos so I can guess your body fat percentage in a future video. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and freaking follow and do stuff, and I'm out.